Good morning, dear students of HSC first year. Once again, welcome to my online class. I am Amir Sadat, Assistant Professor of English. Hope you all are keeping fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today, I will deliver a lecture on Unit-05, Lesson 2, and the title of the unit is Art and Music, and the title of the lesson is Folk Music. So, first of all, we have to know what is folk music. Folk music in Bangladesh varies greatly in respect of themes. It is being composed on culture, natural beauty, rural life, riverine life, etc. Mysticism and regional variety are also common in this type of music. The culture and lifestyle of tribes have also influenced folk music a lot. The enrichment of folk music is largely dependent on this cultural exchange between ethnic Bengali and tribal people. There are various kinds of folk songs in our country, and there are Jarigan, Sharigan, Bhatiyaligan, roof beating song, Meli Geet, Brotogan, Gambhira, etc. And these all are very much popular songs in our country. Some of them are performed individually or in chorus. Some songs belong exclusively to men and others to women, while some are sung by both men and women. It can also be common or regional. They can also be to particular or cross-religious community. Some of them even might be gender sensitive. So today we'll discuss folk song. I have made a slide presentation for you. I have made some MCQ questions for practice, and you know that your textbook is very important because from text you will get various type of questions in the coming exam. MCQ type of questions, clause test with clues, clause test without clues, summary writing, flowchart writing, etc. Okay. For a better discussion, let's go to the slide presentation and enjoy today's class. Okay, dear learners, before going to start class discussion, let's have a look on today's class outline. Today, we will discuss on Unit 5, Lesson 2, and the title of the lesson is Folk Song, and I will read the text thoroughly and explain it. After that, summary of the passage. I have made a summary of the passage for you, then vocabulary with synonyms and antonyms. I have made a rich vocabulary for you, then choose the best answer. I have made some MCQ type of questions for practice. After reading the text, we will practice the questions. Then clause test with clues. I have made a clause test for you. And after that there is clause test without clues for practice, and at last I have made some open-ended questions for you, and I have made some sample answer for you for your better understand of the passage. Now Unit 5 and Lesson 2, and the title of the unit is Art and Music, and the title of the lesson is Folk Music. Let's start the text. In Bangladesh, folk music has great variety, with songs being composed on the culture, festivals, views of life, natural beauty, rivers, and rural and riverine life. These songs are also about social inequality and poverty, about the material world and the supernatural. Here you can see a very good picture of Fakir Lalon Shah, that is which we call Lalon Shongit, Fakir Lalon Shah, and he is the master of folk song in our country. Then mystical songs have been composed using the metaphors of rivers and boats. Since the country is basically riverine, the Bhatiyali forms an important genre of folk music. Folk music is formed and develops according to the environment. And here you can see another instrument of folk song, that is একতারা. Differences in the natural environment are reflected in the people of the different regions. The dialects too vary across the different regions. Here dialects mean Ancholik Bhasha. The dialects too vary across the different regions, and Bangladeshi folk music therefore varies from region to region. Thus, there are the northern Bhawaiya, the eastern Bhatiali, and the southwestern Baul songs. Here you can see some bowls with some musical instruments of folk song. The culture and the lifestyle of the different tribes have also influenced folk music. Tribes like the Santal, Garo, Hajong, Chakma, Manipuri, Tripuri, Marma, etc. have interacted with ethnic Bengali culture and lifestyle over the years. The interactions have been clearly reflected in the richness of folk music. Here is a beautiful picture of tribal dance. This picture belongs to the Santali tribal dance. The Santal in our country has a very good folk music in our country. And folk songs may be sung individually or in chorus. Folk songs sung individually include Baul, Bhatiyali, Murshidi and Marfoti, while songs sung in chorus include Kabigan, Leto, Alkab and Gambhira. And you know that the Gambhira of Chapai Nawabganj in Rajshahi is a very famous song. Here you can see a picture of Gambhira. Here this is Nana and this is Nati, and this type of song is very popular in our country. Some songs are regional in character, but others are common to both Bangladesh and West Bengal. Similarly, some songs belong distinctively to one religious community, Hindu or Muslim, others cross religious boundaries. And here you can see another beautiful picture of folk song, and they are dancing with this folk song, and a little girl is also participating in this program. Some songs belong exclusively to men, others to women, while some are sung both men and women. Thus, only women compose and sing Brotogan and Mehli Git. Brotogan and Mehli Git, but both men and women participate in the roof beating songs that are sung while beating down and farming rooftops. This is a very exceptional song which is called roof beating songs that are sung while beating down and farming rooftops. Here is the summary of the text, and I think this summary will help you to understand the inner meaning of the passage, and it will make your conception more clear. Folk music of Bangladesh varies greatly in respect of themes. It is being composed on culture, natural beauty, rural life, riverine life, etc. Mysticism and religion variety are also common in this type of music. The culture and lifestyle of various tribes has also significantly influenced folk music. The enrichment of folk music is largely dependent on this cultural exchange between ethnic Bengali and tribal people. Based on performance, types of folk song can be of various kinds. Some of them are performed individually or in chorus. It can also be common or regional. They can also belong to particular or cross-religious community. Some of them even might be gender sensitive. So this is the summary of the passage, and you can also write in your own way, and you know that in your final exam there will be a question about summary writing, and you can write according to your own way. This is just a sample for you. Now, dear students, here is the vocabulary of the text. There are some words, then Bengali meaning of the words, then synonyms, and then antonyms. Okay, let's start the vocabulary. Here, riverine. Riverine is an adjective. Its Bengali meaning is Nodi Matrik. Its synonyms are near or relating to a river or the banks of rivers. And there is no antonyms. And then inequality. Inequality is a noun. Its Bengali meaning is ashammo, and its synonyms are want of equality, difference or disparity, and its antonym is equality. Okay, supernatural is an adjective. Its Bengali meaning is alaukik, and its synonyms are lying outside the forces or laws of nature, and another word is paranormal. Supernatural is synonymous to paranormal, and there is an antonym, normal or natural. Antonyms are normal or natural. Metaphor. Metaphor is a noun. Its Bengali meaning is upama, and its synonyms are a compressed simile or allegory, and its antonyms are literal, actual or real. Genre. Genre is a noun. Its Bengali meaning is rokom ba dharon, and its synonyms are style, form and kind. Reflected. Reflected is an adjective. Its Bengali meaning is protifolito, and its synonyms are revealed, disclose, discover, and its antonyms are hidden, concealed or secret. Hidden, concealed or secret. There are some more words. Influence. Influence is a verb, and its Bengali meaning is prabhavito kora, and its synonyms are affect, impel, instigate, lead, and its antonyms are dissuade, depress, discourage. So influence is synonymous to affect, impel, instigate or lead, and its antonyms are dissuade, depress and discourage. Now interact. Interact is a verb, and its Bengali meaning is mithoshkriya, and its synonyms are act on one another, combine or mix up. Lifestyle. Lifestyle means jibon dhara, and its synonyms are way of life. Its synonym is way of life, only one synonym. Then interaction. Interaction is a noun. Its Bengali meaning is parashparik kriya athva protikriya. Interaction, parashparik kriya protikriya. There is another word, interact. Interact is a verb, that is mithoshkriya, and interaction is noun, parashparik kriya protikriya. Its synonyms are mutual action, combination or mixture, and its antonyms are disinterest and unfeelingness. Regional. Regional is an adjective. Its Bengali meaning is ancholik, and its synonyms are of a region, local or provincial, and its antonyms are international. Antonym is international. Now dear learners, some MCQ type of questions here. Choose the correct answer from the alternatives. Here are some MCQ questions for you. Question A. The word chorus refers to. The word chorus refers to number 1, option 1, performed by several people. Now option 2, performed by an individual. Option 3, a musical instrument. And option 4 is religious song. So which will be the correct answer? Chorus. So I think option 1 is the correct answer. Chorus means performed by several people. Performed by several people. Now question B. The word material stands for. The word material stands for option 1, metal. option 2 mundane, option 3 invisible, and option 4 edible. So I think which will be the correct answer for material? Mundane is the correct answer for material, mundane. Now question C, tribal community influenced folk music. Tribal community influenced folk music. Option 1, by introducing new theories. Option 2, by their culture and lifestyle. Option 3, by writing songs about stars. And option 4, by their mythology. So which will be the correct answer? Dear learners, those who are in live with me, you can give your answer in your comment box, and we will try to check it out whether it is correct or wrong. So which will be the correct answer for option C? I think option 2 is the correct answer. Tribal community influenced folk music by their culture and lifestyle. By their culture and lifestyle. Now question D. Bhatiyali songs are existent in this country because this country is option 1, a developing country, option 2, crisscrossed by several rivers, option 3, a home to famous singers, option 4, famous for various rivers. So which will be the correct answer for question D? I think option 2 is the correct answer, crisscrossed by several rivers. So I repeat the question. Bhatiyali songs are existent in this country because this country is crisscrossed by several rivers. Crisscrossed by several rivers. Now question E. Folk music in Bangladesh is mostly based on. Folk music in Bangladesh is mostly based on option 1, love affairs, option 2, culture, festivals and various aspects of life, option 3, the planets and stars, and option 4, politics and geography. So which will be the correct answer for for question E? I think option 2 is the correct answer, and those who has given their answer in the comment box, I congratulate them. Culture, festivals and various aspects of life. So folk music in Bangladesh is mostly based on culture, festivals and various aspects of life. Now question F. Which characteristics of a society are observed in folk music? Which characteristics of a society are observed in folk music? Option 1, extremism, option 2, political unrest, option 3, poverty and inequality, and option 4, illiteracy. So which characteristics of a society are observed in folk music? So I think option 3, poverty and inequality. Poverty and inequality of a society are observed in folk music. Here is question G. Dash is the vital element for the composition of mystical songs. Option 1, materialism, option 2, sense of spirituality, option 3, religion, option 4, Bengali culture and lifestyle. So which will be the correct answer for question G? I think sense of spirituality is the vital element for the composition of mystical songs. Sense of spirituality is the correct answer. Question H. As the environment of originating region changes, the genre of folk music, option 1, experiences no change, option 2, stays insensitive, option 3, stays same, option 4, also changes. So which will be the correct answer for question H? As the environment of originating region changes, the genre of folk music, option 4 is the correct answer, also changes. Now question I. Which songs are composed and sung by only women? Very, very important question. Which songs are composed and sung by only women? Option 1, Brotogan and Meili Geet. Option 2, Murshidi and Marfoti. Option 3, mystical songs. Option 4, roop beating songs. So which songs are composed and sung by only women? So option 1 is the correct answer, Brotogan and Meili Geet. Brotogan and Meili Geet are composed and sung by only women. So these two types of songs are only for women. Question J. When several individuals sing a song together, it is said that the song is Bhavaya song, the song is sung in chorus, the song is a mystical song, the song is a religious song. So which will be the correct answer for question J? When several individuals sing a song together, it is said that. It is said that, so option 2 is the correct answer. The song is sung in chorus. When several individuals sing a song together, it is called a chorus song. It is called a chorus song. So option 2 is the correct answer. Now, question K. Bhavaya is the folk music of dash part of Bangladesh. Bhavaya is the folk music of dash part. Which part? Eastern, southwestern, northeastern and northern. So which part of music is for Bhavaya song? So I think northern. Option 4 is the correct answer. Bhavaya is the folk music of northern part of Bangladesh. Now question L. Which of the following has the influence on folk music? Which of the following has the influence on folk music? Option 1, region. Option 2, culture. Option 3, river. And option 4, all of the above. I think all of the above. Which of the following has the influence on folk music? Region, culture, river. These all have influence on folk music. Now, dear learners, here is the solution to question 1. I think we have already discussed MCQ type of questions, and with its answer, its solution. Now you can write down this answer in your khata if you want to write it. Okay, for question A, option 1 is the correct answer, performed by several people. For question B, option 2, mundane is the correct answer. For question C, option 2, by their culture and lifestyle is the correct answer. For question D, option 2, crisscrossed by several rivers is the correct answer. For question E, option 2, culture, festivals and various aspects of life is the correct answer. Question F, option 3, poverty and inequality is the correct answer. For question G, option 2, sense of spirituality is the correct answer. For question H, option 4, also changes is the correct answer. Question I, option 1, Brotogan and Meili Geet is the correct answer. For question J, option 2, the song is sung in chorus is the correct answer. For question K, option 4, northern is the correct answer. And for question L, option 4, all of the above is the correct answer. I think most of the students have written it, and I think if we understand the passage, we can answer all these questions in a very easy way. Okay, dear learners, here is clause test with clues. There are 10 gaps in this clause test, but you have 12 clues, so 2 clues are extra. You have to fill in the gaps with your own way, and there are some grammatical changes also. You have to use grammatical rules to put the proper word in each gap. So let's start the passage. Now I will read out the clues. Communicate, be, different, convey, message, throw, based, same, distribute, form, contrary and direct. So these are the clues, and you have to use these clues to fill the gap. Electronic, mail or email. is the communication of textual messages via electronic means. It is a very important clause test. It several times it has selected by different board. So I repeat, electronic mail or email is the communication of textual messages via electronic means. Another mode of electronic dash is telex. So which will be the correct answer for option for gap A? Here is a word communicate and you have to use it as communication. Another mode of electronic communication is telex. Telex communication dash terminal to terminal. So which will be the correct answer for gap B? Here is a be verb. Here is a be verb. You have to use it as is. Telex communication is terminal to terminal. Email dash from telex as it dash messages user to user dash using the computer. So telex communication is terminal to terminal and email dash. So which will be the correct answer for gap C? Here is different is a word and you have to use it as differs. Email differs from telex as it gap D convey. There is the word convey and you have to use it as conveys. So email differs from telex as it conveys messages user to user through using the computer. Here for gap E you have to use through using the computer. Destined dash are sent to the dash terminal where an operator dash is in a printed dash in telex. So destined dash are. So which will be the correct answer for gap F? Here is the word message and you have to use at messages. Destined messages are sent to the. Destined messages are sent to the. For gap G, here same is the correct answer. Destined messages are sent to the same terminal where an operator gap H is it in a printed dash in telex. So which will be the correct answer for gap H? Here is the word distribute. You have to use it as distributes. Where an operator distributes it in a dash in telex. So which will be the correct answer for gap I? Here form is the correct answer. It in a printed form in telex. So I repeat the line. Destined messages are sent to the same terminal where an operator distributes it in a printed form in telex. Okay. Now on the dash, email delivers its messages directly in an individual's electronic mail boxes based in computer. So which will be the correct answer for gap J? Here I think contrary is the correct answer. On the contrary, email delivers its messages directly in an individual's electronic mailboxes based in computer. So here is the solution to question 2. Those who have given their answer in comment box, they can check it out, and I request all my students to write down this answer in the khata. So for gap A, communication is the correct answer. For gap B, is correct answer. For gap C, differs is correct answer. For gap D, conveys is the correct answer. For gap E, through is the correct answer. For gap F, messages is the correct answer. For gap G, same is the correct answer. For gap H, distributes is correct answer. For gap I, form is the correct answer. And for gap J, contrary is the correct answer. Now clause test without clues. Clause test without clues is another very important part of your question, very important part of your English learning. Here there will be no clues. You have to use it, or you have to fill the blank according to your own knowledge, according to your own way. So now let's start the passage. Nelson Mandela dash South Africa from the shackles of dash to a multiracial dash. So I think you have already read the passage on Nelson Mandela. Our honorable teacher, Mr. Malik, I think he has already completed the text. He has taken a very nice class on this passage. Now it is your turn to fill the gaps if you have understood the passage. So Nelson Mandela, for gap A, Nelson Mandela guided South Africa from the shackles of gap B, apartheid. Nelson Mandela guided South Africa from the shackles of apartheid to a multiracial gap C, democracy, multiracial democracy, as an icon of dash and reconciliation. So which will be the correct answer for gap D? As an icon of peace, and reconciliation, who dash to embody the struggle. So which will be the correct answer for gap E? Came. You can write came, who came to embody the struggle for dash around the world. Struggle for dash around the world. So which will be the correct answer for gap F? Here you can write justice. So who came to embody the struggle for justice around the world. Imprisoned for dash 3 decades for his dash against white minority rule. So which will be the correct answer for gap G? Nearly, you can write nearly. Imprisoned for nearly 3 decades for his dash against, for his fight against white minority rule. So imprisoned for nearly 3 decades for his fight against white minority rule. And Mandela never dash his resolve to fight for his people dash. So which will be the correct answer for gap I? Mandela never lost his resolve to fight for his people's emancipation, or you can write freedom, or you can write independence. And I repeat the line, Mandela never lost his resolve to fight for his people's emancipation or freedom or independence, and he was determined to bring down apartheid while avoiding a civil war. His prestige and charisma helped him win the support of the world. So this is the clause test without clues. So dear students, here is the solution to question 3. You can check it out whether you have make it right or wrong. For question for gap A, guided is the correct answer. For gap B, apartheid is the correct answer. For gap C, democracy is the correct answer. For gap D, peace is the correct answer. For gap E, came is the correct answer. For gap F, justice is the correct answer. For gap G, nearly is the correct answer. For gap H, fight is the correct answer. For gap I, lost is the correct answer. And for gap J, emancipation or freedom or independence is the correct answer. And you know that in case of clause test without clues, you can write various type of answer. And here, for an example, here are 3 options and 3 clues are correct. So don't hesitate. You can write according to your own way, according to your own word. Now answer the following questions. Here are some short questions for you. I have made a sample answer for you also. You can write, or you can follow my answer, or you can write according to your own way. For question A, which songs are usually sung in chorus? Which songs are usually sung in chorus? And here is the answer: Kabhi Gan Leto, Alkap and Gambhira are usually sung in chorus. Kobigan, Leto, Alkap and Gambhira. Now, question B. Write a difference between roof beating songs and Brotogan. Roof beating songs and Brotogan. Brotogan are usually sung by only women. On the other hand, roof beating songs are sung by both men and women. So this is the difference between roof beating songs and Brotogan. Brotogan are usually sung by only women, whereas roof beating songs are sung by both men and women. Question C. What is the main theme of mystical songs? What is the main theme of mystical songs? And the answer is mysticism is the main theme of mystical songs, and mysticism bears a belief that the divine knowledge or spiritual truth can be gained by thinking or praying. Okay, I repeat the answer. Mysticism is the main theme of mystical songs, and mysticism bears a belief that the divine knowledge or spiritual truth can be gained by thinking and praying. Now, question D. What aspects of life have been reflected in our folk song? What aspects of life have been reflected in our folk music? And here is the answer. Our culture, festivals, views of life, natural beauty, rivers, rural areas, social inequality, poverty, material and supernatural aspects of life have been reflected in our folk music. I repeat the answer. Our culture, festivals, views of life, natural beauty, rivers, rural areas, social inequality, poverty, material and supernatural aspects of life have been reflected in our folk music. Now question E. Why has Bhatiyali emerged as an important form of folk music? Why has Bhatiyali emerged as an important form of folk music? And here is the answer. Mystical songs have been composed on the basis of rivers and boats. Since our country is basically riverine, the Bhatiyali has emerged as an important form of folk music. So, mystical songs have been composed on the basis of rivers and boats. And since our country is basically riverine, so the Bhatiyali has emerged as an important form of folk music. Do you think that environment has relation with folk music? Very, very important question. Do you think that environment has any relation with folk music? And the answer is yes. I fully agree with this statement because the genre of folk music changes as and when the environment of a particular area changes. Moreover, different regions have their different sets of dialects. Natural environment, dialects of a region have a direct relation with the composition of folk music. So, folk music has a very strong relation with environment. Now, question G. What are the main genre of our folk music in our country? What are the main genre? So, here is the answer. Baul, Bhatiyali, Murshidi, Marfoti, Kobigan, Leto, Alkab, Gambhira, etc. are the main genre of folk music in our country. I repeat, Baul, Bhatiyali, Murshidi, Marfoti, Kobigan, Leto, Alkab, Gambhira, etc. are the main genre of folk music in our country. What has contributed to the richness of our folk music? It is also a very important question. What are contributed to the richness of our folk music? And the answer is the culture, the lifestyle of the different tribes have influenced folk music. Culture and lifestyle of different tribes. Okay, tribes like the Santal, Garo, Hajong, Manipuri, Chakma, etc. have interacted with ethnic Bengali culture and lifestyle over the years. And the interaction has contributed to the richness of our folk music. So the culture and lifestyle of different tribes have influenced our folk music, and you can see various types of folk song which are influenced by our tribes of our country. How do you differentiate folk music from modern music? It is also a very important question. How do you differentiate folk music from modern music? And the answer is, folk music comprises songs and music of a community that are not influenced by any sophisticated musical rules or any standard music styles, while modern music consists of songs and music which are composed and sung by the educated people and which are greatly influenced by sophisticated musical rules or standard music styles. And it is a very good answer, and I repeat the answer. Folk music comprises songs and music of a community that are not influenced by any sophisticated musical rules or any standard music styles, while modern music consists of songs and music which are composed and sung by the educated people and which are greatly influenced by sophisticated musical rules or standard music styles. Thank you very much, my dear students. Now it's time to go. Today we have learned Unit 5 Lesson 2, and today's topic is folk music. We have thoroughly read the passage, then we have studied summary, vocabulary, and I have made some MCQ type of questions for practice, and then we have discussed clause test with clues, clause test without clues, and after that we practice some open-ended questions. And I think you have enjoyed today's class a lot. Now the second wave of coronavirus is going on, so please try to stay at home, and while go outside please try to use mask. So stay safe and stay home. Allah Hafiz.